What's more offensive and what is more detrimental to a company? What Dylan Mulvaney did to Bud Light or what Costa Coffee is doing in order to advertise their brand? What is this? What is this? What are you doing? Oh my God. Are you guys trying to make people upset? Because what you have right there, that right there of the woke white women that are out there, okay, that's just going to appeal to just a small proportion of them. I don't know if they're going to Costa Coffee. Hell, I've never even heard of Costa Coffee before this stuff comes out. You're trying to make a play to them. Who are the people that keep your boutique coffee shops open? White women in general. And guess what? There's a hell of a lot more TERFs than there are ones that are openly supportive of the trans movement. And whenever you want to cause a stir, I found this, I've been noticing some things lately, not that one, but when it comes to this whole trans debacle thing, there's a lot of vitriol. There's a lot of anger directed at the, let's see if I can get this right, dudes that become chicks. I think that's a technical term. I'll just try and, refrain from using all the medical jargon, but the dudes playing dress up, there is a lot of hatred and a lot of mean words, some of which I find hilarious, and others, if I repeated them on YouTube, I would just go ahead and get everything yeeted, but I think you can kind of figure that stuff out. But when it comes to the other side of that equation, the chicks playing chop with a bunch of their stuff, there's nothing but sympathy. It's just, these girls have been brainwashed, they can no longer give birth, and they just get handled with kid gloves, because regardless of the situation, you must always paint women as the victim. That's why they're so mad at the dudes that go over to the women's sports. You're degrading women's sports. Well, I thought you wanted equality. Okay, now you get equality right there on the pitch, and you just can't handle it because you got some 50-year-old dude in drag beating the brakes off the professionals that are out there. But when a girl who is highly susceptible to social pressure and social pathogens, well, they were just brainwashed. Oh my God, how could you possibly be celebrating this? Won't somebody please think of the children? Costa Coffee was today accused of glamorizing complex and dangerous surgery by covering a van with a cartoon image featuring mastectomy scars. The UK's largest coffee chain. Okay, that's why I haven't heard of it. So it's Starbucks over in the UK. Okay. Defended its use of the imagery to promote inclusivity and diversity, but the brand was crass and irresponsible and absolutely bonkers. Bunch of wankers. Well, to be fair, now they don't have the wankers anymore, and the ones that they're going to be getting kind of look like a hot water bottle. And there are calls for a boycott of the company on social media. The image depicting an androgynous looking, Steven Universe reject character, some fucking CalArts abomination, whatever they call it over there, Birminghton Arts. Who the fuck knows? Wearing long shorts and scars below each nipple is taken in the mural designed in the chain in Brighton, and Hove Pride last year. Use of the image on the mobile coffee van is used in the events around the country was condemned by feminist campaigners and people who had breasts removed due to cancer. Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. But again, women, trans depicted, women most affected. It's just, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Tanya Carter, spokesperson for Child Safeguarding Campaign Safe Schools Alliance, said, "It's almost unintelligible that Costa would do something so crass and irresponsible as to use this image because they're from the UK." Yeah, that's just, I first seen this on Twitter, scroll or whatever, X, gonna give it to you, whatever. Okay, so seen this picture pop up. It's like, are we sure this isn't a joke? I had a double, triple, quadruple check, and it's like, when it comes, it's kind of like, Costa's kind of like Starbucks meets Ben and Jerry's from what I can approximate when it comes to their social media and online presence. It's a super woke business, so this isn't completely out of the norm, but they might have overstepped their boundaries on this one. Hopefully they don't have to go into the cage in order to fight this stuff up, because here are some of the critics. So you got Julie Bindel right here, concerned about the impact of trans activism on vulnerable girls and young women, and said, "I remember stories when I was a woman thrown out of a Costa shop in 2018 because she was discreetly breastfeeding. Oh, we're not allowed to breastfeed, but you are allowed to celebrate a woman having breasts removed for reasons of social contagion and vanity. It's absolutely bonkers." I gotta pull cap on this for a second, because 2018, it was 5 years ago. Think about that. That was 5 years ago, okay? I don't know if she was fertile 5 years ago. But anyways, Got Tanya Carter here, spokesperson for Oh, okay, so that's the chick that's right there. Why do they always look like that? Just saying. Executives clearly have no idea what message this conveys, that irreversible surgery on healthy female breasts is to be applauded. This is really any way to sell coffee. It's like that Stone Toss coffee, or Stone Toss comic where it's showing off the new marketing campaign, and then, yeah, one person asks, how's this supposed to help us sell burgers? And then you just look over and go, burgers? Are we not allowed to breastfeed? Yeah, we got all that shit as well. Julie Bindel, feminist, all that shit. This is one of those things where I just like to look over and just, oh yeah, let the feminists fight. It's just hilarious. Ms. Bindel said that she feared the promotion of breast removal was targeting young women unhappy with their bodies who did not identify with mainstream femininity. To steal a line from a neocon hack. Oh, what is a woman? What is femininity in today's day and age? Because basically, if femininity is just some oversized double XL sundress, femininity is whatever they want to call it, second wave feminism, which, spoilers, or maybe this is a hot take. I don't know. Take it however you want. There's no such thing as waves of feminism. They've been terrorists and social scumbags for as long as the movement has been around. Dude, they've been bombing places since the late 1800s, for Christ's sakes, okay? It's just been an overt man-hating movement for as long as they've been writing stuff down. Never should have gave you bitches watches. She said, I think back to how I was a teenager. I didn't like my breasts. Which one's this? The fat one or the fat one? Had I been able to lose them, I would have gone down that route. It's just weird. Dangerous ideology. You mix and match your body by undergoing complex and dangerous surgery is horrific. We used to be appalled by cutting healthy parts off of our bodies. Yeah. Because, God, I don't know if you guys remember any of those stories of guys who used to think that, oh, I have ghost limbs, and I think that I'd be better off. Or there was the one story about somebody wanting to go surgically blind because they thought that was how they were supposed to be living their life. Like, there's been nutcases throughout all of history. It's just now it's become socially acceptable because Big Pharma can go ahead and make a lifetime customer out of these head cases. I want to see surgeons, scientists, and those who advocate and profiteer from healthy breast removal criminalized. Yeah, but getting rid of penises and testes, yeah, no, that's totally fine. But titties, we draw the line at titties. And I, for one, am definitely a fan of titties. Hell, I'm even a fan of titty surgery. I'm not the ones that get rid of tits. Like, the fuck is wrong with you people? Sick sons of bitches. Stephanie Davies Arai, okay, founder and director of Transgender Trend, which campaigns against the increase in children being referred to clinics for gender dysphoria medical treatment. Well, see, okay, so we already got some kind of a feminist anyways, because who hyphenates their last name? Oh, somebody who lives with their partner. I want to die whenever I hear that. Said she believes teenage girls are the target of the cartoon. Which ones in general? Because what was the color of the cartoon? Let's be specific here. If you're one of these groups that thinks that representation matters, okay, maybe it's the new strain of British citizens, if you know what I mean. It's caught up under the pride flag, being inclusive and celebrating diversity, but actually you're encouraging children to think they need to undergo unnecessary medical treatment affecting them for the rest of their lives. Companies who want to appeal to young people are presenting trans as cool, and do the trans lobby groups. Yes, hello, fellow surgery enthusiasts. Fuck. This is being pushed on children, as if having a major operation is just the same as changing your clothes. Picture of Costa's van was posted onto Twitter by writer James S's former Childline volunteer, who accused the chain of glorifying irreversible surgery performed on healthy women. Thousands of people responded, with many saying that they would boycott the chain, which has nearly 2,800 UK outlets. Interesting. One woman wrote, I had my breast removed due to breast cancer. Very traumatic. How dare they promote it? It's offensive. Well, to be fair, if you didn't have your titties removed, they would have been exceptionally offensive to you. So, I don't know, just slap a, get a memory gram sticker on the back. Another said, what in God's name? Oh, there's no God here. This is the UK, depending on what God we're talking about. Praise be to Allah. Our Costa Coffee playing by glamorizing the mutilation of young bodies, in which more often leads to major regret later in life. Yeah, 42% of the time, major regret. Lawrence Fox commentated, Dear Costa Coffee, you're promoting the mutilation of healthy young girls. I hope you are boycotted out of existence. Oh my God, that sounds like a hate crime. Watch, yeah, Lawrence Fox will probably get fucking snatched up for this shit because the UK is so stupid. company bought by Coca-Cola in 2019. There it is. And which is sponsoring the East Essex Seaside Town 2023 Pride event this very weekend. You don't say. And then this story pops off right now. Hilarious. Said its Costa Express coffee selling van is currently wrapped in part of the mural. Yeah, but you probably still had some sort of say when it comes to what imagery was going to be on your van, given the fact that it's your fucking van. So yeah, if you can go ahead and try to deflect as much as you want. This one's still on you, kids. Defending the decision to use the image, Costa Coffee spokesperson said, "At Costa Coffee, we celebrate the diversity of our customers, team members, and partners." Okay, then what about the people saying that this shit is disgusting? We celebrate diversity only when it benefits us. You can see the whole of the logic when it comes to this stuff, and I'm just not talking about the two holes that are right now on your logo's chest. I'm just talking about allowing all of this shit through the front door by just the means of saying that, oh, you need to be tolerant. Diversity is our strength. When in actuality, if given a long enough time frame, and if you can go ahead and run back the numbers and stats and statistics that everybody's compiled at this point in time, you see how far they've gone. You've seen what they've taken from you. You've seen what they've turned normal society into, a worshipping of sexual desire, and ever more so perverted as the days go on, worship of sexuality. And it's only going to get worse until people start actually fighting back, like they did with Bud Light, like they did with Target, and now like they can do with Costa Coffee. With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.